Hey guys, welcome back to The Long Dark Tales from the Far Territory. In the last episode, we repaired the transmitter in Forlorn Muskeg. We spotted this crashed helicopter up there that we haven't explored yet. But right now, it's almost midday, we have a ton of raw meat on us, and we are heading to Bleak Inlet. I'm not too familiar with Bleak Inlet. Whoa, this cave. So, there will be a lot of new things for me to explore in it, in the region. I've visited... I know the area that has, like, the houses for the workers, and there's, like, a bear that goes along. Oh my god. Is this the cave that has the bunny in it? That doesn't always spawn? Oh my goodness. Hello, buddy. I'm not gonna kill you, because that seems like you're killing something sacred. Wow. I suppose on this difficulty, it makes more sense for him to spawn because there's just more animals everywhere. Wow. It's like we're being welcomed into hell because Bleak Inlet is kind of hell. Not on this difficulty, we won't have to worry, but in principle, it's the hardest region in terms of wildlife. Perhaps not in terms of survivability. Survivability is probably Hushed River Valley, just because there's, like, no interiors. Whoa, that's so cool. You can climb inside of a cave, and look at this, like, mesa sort of rocks, and there's a bed. Wow. I do want to climb this. I want to see what's over here. So this goes down. I really don't need the firewood. I don't even need the coal. This is so cool. I love that all these caves are so similar and yet so different. Like, I've never seen this in another cave. And maybe there are, but I haven't seen them. That's really interesting. I know there are some caves with wolves in them as well. I think those might actually be in Bleak Inlet? I don't remember. Or maybe it's the Hushed River Valley Ice Caves. Maybe it's both. Both of these look like the right way to go. I don't like that because I want to explore both of them. I hope they both went to the same place. Yeah, it looks like it might have. That's probably... Ooh.
I think I can use this.
More firewood. Probably just the way you would have came the other way. I guess I'll have to sleep a little bit since we're kind of tired. And that is also good because it means we'll spend time awake at night. It means if we happen to have an aurora, we should be able to spend the least amount of time here. And hopefully this time I'll check to make sure I finish the actual objective before I leave. Yeah, I think... Oh, you can start a fire in here. Really? So that means you can't get cabin fever risk in here. Oh boy. Well, there's... Huh, so there's just a signal tower. Okay, what I'm going to start with is mapping. We're going to be kind of heavy because we have a lot of food that we don't really need. Crackers are kind of... They're honestly not bad because they're 600 calories, but they're not great. We're gonna have to come back this way. I'm just gonna drop... Should I drop all of the meat? All but one. Oh, I thought it said 2 Bleak Inlet. That was gonna be weird. Okay. Another corpse. Is that a wolf carcass? Ah. So I imagine the signal is going to be coming from... Oh, that's really high up. Signal is going to be coming from, like, the cannery. Is this thin ice? I'm sure there is thin ice in Bleak Inlet because of the coast. It's a snow, then. Wait a minute. Is this where the bunker's going to spawn? Why is... There's something interactable here. Okay. Well, I guess if that ends up being where the bunker is, then we know you can find them ahead of time and cannot access them yet. And if it isn't where the bunker will spawn, then that's going to be very strange that that happened at all. Oh, we're so slow in the wind. Oh, that's a timber wolf. Those all timber wolves? Yeah. Now, if I attack one timber wolf, will that make the pack go on me, or... I wonder. Because I don't fully know how the passive setting works. Because it does say unless provoked. Okay, so there's a path up there, behind the waterfall. Wait, is that, like, exactly the same as the one that's in, the far territory? So how would you... You'd have to get up there. Do you have to already be, like, all the way up there? Are they stuck? Why aren't they running away? Well, I'm just gonna do some exploring. Maybe they're running away, but then they're immediately coming back because of the scent. Okay, there's a cave down here. Another carcass. Yeah, so this is mostly new to me. It's definitely more of an open map than Hushed River Valley, which makes sense because Hushed River Valley is a valley, and this is a coastal region. That... What is that? Your matches over there? I like that. I like that detail. It looks like they rolled to the back. You can't get food poisoning from this unless it's below 20, I think. Alright, I should
Too much stuff to
probably
carry.
spend some time sleeping. The meat, it will be fine. So I'll just sleep a few hours. Hopefully we get an aurora. Seems like a blizzard. Seems like it should be darker. Is this like just a setting? Like, is this just because of the difficulty that it's brighter? Or it is an aurora? Why is it so windy then? Auroras are not supposed to be that windy. This map, this would honestly probably be the hardest one on a higher difficulty. Just because of the amount of wolves and timber wolves. I can't imagine dealing with an aurora during this. We will need some water soon. Well, it's a little windy. I think I'll make a fire, cook the meat, and... well, maybe it's better we just head out. Because I want to use as much of the aurora as I can, right? So we can get back to Forlorn Muskeg as well. So I'd rather not waste time. Probably better just go. I don't know if it's actually officially started yet. So we're gonna need this one. It's clearly on. I'm assuming it's going to be where we saw the interactable icon. Either that or it's gonna be by the cannery. Oh my god. It was so close to me. There's no signal. It doesn't say transmitter, right? Investigate signal in Bleak Inlet. So it should be a bunker. And it should be this mode. I don't think it's going to be the place we spawn, because I feel like I'd already have something on this device. We're not that far, are we? Because we're very far from, like, the cannery, from what I understand. It seemed like if I were to put something, I'd put it there. But I saw the interactable, which you, like, never see anywhere. It's like right over here, right? But it's not. What did I what? So that's thin ice. But here is like snow. And then there's an interactable, like, I forget what that's actually called, but like your crosshair sort of thing. So there's like, that's so weird. Well, I guess we just need to go deeper into the map. It's probably gonna end up being by like the cannery or something. Maybe there's like, yeah, like there's like a cattail under the ice or something. I don't know, there's something the game thinks we can interact with there. So I shouldn't trust any of the ice. How about this snow? Is there any interactable here? Because why was that snow so special? Weird. This would definitely be the most dangerous one. Could you imagine not doing this on a low difficulty? People would have to be so much better than me. Look at this ice. Look at the shape of that. Wait a minute. Did it just take like an amount of time? That transmitter's active. So it almost certainly is what we were looking at. It wasn't far enough into the aurora to activate, I guess. Interesting. It's also a bit more this way and right there. I guess it's just over here. Oh, and look at the lights. Just like up on top of this. That kind of makes sense. So it is near that weird interactable thing, but it isn't itself that. Maybe there's multiple spots that these things can spawn, and that's one of them. I don't know. If you have any idea what that was about, let me know. We're going almost exactly back to the cave. That's so funny. We were like already there. It's gonna be like behind this or something. I walk past it. Is it in the tree? Where? This way. But That's so weird. How does this... So, like, you saw it was here. Maybe it tried to spawn it there and it realized it couldn't? I wonder how this works. That's so interesting. Let's see what there is to find in here. Do I want a flashlight? Maybe just for in here.
Something's gotta go.
Why? There should just be a... There is. I'm just... Z for info. Investigate. And this one is called Bunker Alpha, so in principle this is the first one. These mittens. Sorry. Keep door locked at all times. Well, what if I don't? This is really cool. I love the look of these things. Okay, there's a bed. No people in it. There's wires I don't like.
Hope I can still eat this.
Oh, look at all the food. More combat pants? They're probably going to be better than that. So we're already like warm enough. I'll just take the things that eventually will be better. Water's actually very good. Let's try not to miss too many things here. Some food.
Where's the good stuff?
A feather in the trash can. Oh, I love these industrial toilets. I don't really care about the antiseptic. Painkillers are good because we're gonna get a ton of sprains probably. Okay, there's this room and there's like this. So There's one of the things to find, and I presume there's another one in here too.
There's gotta be something useful in here.
The mine is a real shithole. If my job is to shepherd the men, then their job is to keep the roof from landing on all of us. But this week we found a decent chamber to start building Rudiger's gadget. Teams 1 and 2 are with the program, but on shaky ground. Team 3 is getting volatile again. And while it's unclear what they have planned, I've called for additional security to fly in immediately. The medical officer has been conducting alignment interviews and has made some troubling observations. I'm still considering the implications, both for the men as well as project viability. My hope is that the crew can keep their shit together long enough to finish Phase 1, and we can get out of this godforsaken place. It's starting to get to me.
Interesting. Let me just skim over that again. Is it under notes? So they have multiple teams. Want additional security. Start building this person's gadget. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, bedroll.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
75. That's like close to what ours is. I'll leave that one. Also, look at our flashlight. It. I don't think I really need it.
Thank goodness.
Book. I actually do want the light. Okay. This looks like a very interesting area. Okay, there's the last, presumably last one to look at. Alright, so they have some, okay, that's positron, electron, momentum equation, kinetic energy equation, magnetic electric fields or something. A nice limit of a series that converges, an integral of a series of stuff. Some chemistry. Okay. Yeah, they're doing some smart stuff here. I'm sure there's like no lore in these equations. This is just a texture, I think, that the devs would have used. But it's just funny as someone who can kind of actually understand what most of this is saying. That it's kind of meaningless, especially when put all together. Oh, now that's interesting, though. I wonder if these matter more. Coil wrapping around a thing, almost looking like a generator of some kind.
Session 5, Project Medical Officer interviewing Patient 7. Let's visit the second instance again. First occurrence. What do you remember?
The sun was out, but it was cold at the river's edge. There was a group of us that day. Lots of laughing, yelling. Some were in our heads. No one was getting in the water. I guess I liked being first. I didn't even jump, just slipped in quietly away from everybody. The water was clear, but bitter cold. I thought the bottom was closer. My head went under right away. God, I was a lousy swimmer. No one noticed me struggling in the deep pool.
Carry on from where you were last session. Find the ending sequence. What do you see?
My hand reaching for a flat gray stone at the water's edge. I grabbed it. I pulled my head out of the freezing water. A breath. The sun shining through the trees. Above us, Was the sun out? I thought... the rain. No. I don't know. That wasn't it.
Keep hold of that image. It's okay if it fades a little. Breathe. Try going again. Second instance.
Interesting. So this dude is constantly associated with water. So this is like the first transcript 414. Okay, so this should be presumably like the first one. Maybe after we'll be able to sort of look at all these and piece them together. Medical officer interviewing patient 7, and I am assuming it's the same as before. Yes. So this time he's at the beach, and this time... River's Edge. So he said here, cold at the river's edge. And then I thought... in the deep pool. Maybe that's just... I don't think he's like switching up what he's talking about. Potentially, but I think pool just as in this body of water I'm in. But this time it's a river instead of a beach. Reached for a flat gray stone at the water's edge, grabbed it, pulled my head out of the freezing water, a breath. Sun was shining through the trees above us. Interesting. That's interesting. Okay, well I think... Let me check. We investigated the bunker. So I think now, while the Aurora's going, we should head back to Forlorn Muskeg and investigate whatever we can find there. They did say to keep the door closed at all times, so... Where did I get the unsafe water from? That's interesting. So you can pick up unsafe water from things. Was that from the toilet or from the sink? I wonder. Well, it'd be nice to explore more of this region, but I'd really like to not do that right now. Don't want to waste the Aurora. Like I've said in the past, maybe I'll make a series where I just explore the regions that are new to me. Is this gonna be thin? Why? Is it just to slow you down? Get trapped between timber wolves and thin ice? Still have no idea what that thing I saw in the ice was about. Like this. Why? What is interactable here? Maybe there's something else you can find at some point. I have no idea. We have so much food. I'm just gonna drop most of this. These aren't that good of food. MRE's fantastic. Fortunately, cans of corn are just heavy. Why'd I pick up the wood? Okay, wolf carcass and cave. We've half of the night. We can head back. Hopefully, whatever we're trying to look for isn't too far. And also, of course, this is kind of optional, the loot aspect. It's really the bunkers that matter in terms of the story. I also want to explore that helicopter, though. Isn't that weird that, like, the thing starts here instead of, like, at the entrance of the cave? I'm leaving the meat because I really don't need it. Now, it did say cave system, although this did also say leave Bleak Inlet. So, I don't think there's multiple ways I can really go. Other than the ones we found before. I might keep this flashlight on me. I don't know. Oh. That's really cool. I don't really think I need the flashlight. It's nice. But the lantern is just more reliable. Higher difficulties, though, it'd be essential. Absolutely would need a flashlight. Slamming area. Really cool. Wonder if our little buddy is still here. He despawned. It is an aurora, and I think all the mobs, all the animals will be affected. Like, I don't... Do passive wildlife spawn at all during auroras? I don't even know. But it wouldn't surprise me if they don't. We're nowhere near this then. We will have to come back here and go to the helicopter. I don't know if I should do that now since I'm right here. Or if I should, Okay, good. We have to go this way anyway. So there must be a way to get there from where we were. I wonder if that's where it's taking us. Because it looks like it is, right? I'll keep walking just in case it's on the edge, but I suspect it's taking us to the helicopter. Or somewhere else up there. Yeah. I know they're not a threat, but I do not like Aurora wolves. That's very satisfying, the way the pitch changes. Yeah, so based on the distance, it's taking us to the helicopter, I think. If it is, that's a first. Because the other ones, the other two, have all been buried caches. I mean, there still could be a buried cache here, but I'm suspecting somewhere. Is this where I'm supposed to be? Because this certainly looks like a place I can be. Can I get back up if I go down here? So maybe it's just up there. Yeah, I probably went down too quick. Oh, it is taking us up there. Okay. I don't think I can get back up here. That's unfortunate. But that's okay. Let's try. Maybe. How about if I go up over here? Oh, we're making progress. Okay. Almost. I didn't even think about the cold too. Not only is it Aurora at night with Aurora wolves you have to deal with, but it's also gonna be cold. It's definitely a challenge. Hopefully the noise doesn't annoy you. I could see how this could be annoying to some people. But I like the idea of keeping it on. Okay, so we probably come out over here. There it is. You saw this near it. Anything else? No. Is the backpack the actual thing?
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
There is a cache next to this. I guess it would have been it like crashed into the snow.
I could use this.
Okay. I'm happy with that. They're kind of good, aren't they? Not until we repair them. Another flashlight.
Hope I can still eat this.
So is this helicopter just always here now? In every game? It's not bad. Nothing, can't loot those, I don't think. Search hatch. There's a... What?
Someone's stash.
Wait. Oh my god. These developers are sneaky. It took me so long to even notice, like... It took me so long to even notice, like, this hatch. I didn't even notice. How many vehicles had these that I didn't even search? What the heck? That is ridiculous. There's probably more hatches inside that I haven't even found. These things are just like Loot City. Wow. That's awesome. Also, while I'm here, I really want to see the effect if I turn on and off the transmitter during an aurora. If it kills me, you know, it kills me, whatever. I'd just restart, I guess. Could you imagine if it kills you? There's no way, right? There's no way. I just want to see. I want to see. It must look different, right? There must be sparks or something. I'm sure they have an animation for it. Unless you can't turn them back off. Oh, that's cool. You can't turn it off. Okay. But at least I can see what it looks like while it's running. Have I already surveyed up here? No. Okay. There's the other transmitter tower, and there might be another one that way. I don't remember. Maybe there's only two. We have to get to Pleasant Valley next, so I guess we have to go to Mystery Lake. Look at these floating rocks. Going down this way is probably not the best way to go down, if I had to guess. It's probably gonna be okay. Unless they put a hitbox to kill me, like in Ravine. Yeah, I only see the lights from the two of them. So the Pleasant Valley signal... Let's see, Pleasant Valley connects to a lot of areas. I would suspect the signal would be from Timberwolf Mountain. If I were... Like, if I'm ranking the adjacent maps to Pleasant Valley by their mysteriousness... I wouldn't put it in Coastal Highway. Like, maybe Desolation Point, but that seems a little far away. So I'd probably put it in Timberwolf Mountain or even Ash Canyon. Though Ash Canyon's a bit far. So I'd put it in the mountain, and it might end up being on the summit. And then you kind of have, like, every challenge in the game in this single challenge. Also, we actually are getting cold. Yeah, it is the middle of the night.
So cold.
There's the train
Just gonna
cars.
Lay down for a bit.
Is that a cave? I don't remember. Well, we could probably just run. Make our way to Mystery Lake. Do I want to go through the dam to get to Pleasant Valley, or do I want to go through Coastal Highway? Either way, it's good. I probably want to go through the dam, because going around is going to be kind of a pain. Oh, plus if we go through the dam, we'll be right at Signal Hill anyway. So I should probably go that way. So we'll go through the dam. Head to Pleasant Valley. And we'll nearly wrap up this series. Making fantastic progress. There's the train track. Probably don't even want to go to Trapper's Homestead if I can avoid it. Like, I just want to go straight through Mystery Lake. Can I interact with the scrub bush? Yeah. It's always weird when that interactable thing comes up if there's nothing. How would the power lines have originally worked here? Like, you see it's disconnected. What was it connected to? It would have gone through the thing, right? Not over? So, like, where? There's no other, like, line.
Rest soon.
There's no other, like, power line here. I think I'll warm up and maybe sleep. Since we have the ability. I'll use one of the 4 accelerants. Alright. I think the chocolate bar actually can give food poisoning at this percentage. I still have to do that part 3. I wrote it. I just have to actually record it and edit it. That should be out soon. I don't have any promise when I'll do it. Okay. Well, we need to sleep a lot actually, so let's sleep like 4 hours. Maybe 5 hours. Let's just sleep 5 hours. We'll be plenty warm. And then we'll be able to walk through Mystery Lake. Alright, look at that. Nice and bright. Okay, so that's gonna be it for this episode. We made a ton of progress. Maybe let me look at the notes again. Just a quick thing. Okay, so your job is awful. You have to shepherd these men. And their job is to keep the roof from landing on all of us. But we found a decent chamber, whatever that means, to start building this person's gadget. You've at least 3 teams. Team 3 is getting volatile. What do they have planned? Additional security is going to fly in. Medical officer has been okay, let's see. Medical officer has been conducting alignment interviews and has made some troubling observations. So alignment interviews, as in how well you would align with the project, I suppose. The other interpretation could be like your mental alignment in terms of how sane you are or something, but I presume it's, are you sufficient for this project? And they're okay. And I'm still considering the implications both for the men as well project. So the goal is to keep the roof from landing on all of us. So they're digging, they're mining, presumably. And the alignment interviews keep talking to this dude about his past with water and swimming. So presumably that matters for this project, water. Because if this is an alignment interview, return to the first instance, what do you see? Beach. First instance of what? That's a good question. The first instance of what? This is the second instance. Second instance, first occurrence. Occurrence of what? Drowning? Nearly drowning? And then try going again, second instance. Second instance, first occurrence. So this is the second instance of whatever it was. And he's talking about slipping away from everybody, going into the water, nearly drowning, and then saving himself. This one, first instance, the beach. It was at the beach, just pictures in my head feeling. So it's less vivid because this is the first time it happened when he was younger, presumably. A gray day, dark water, no wind, no waves, alone. Looking around. Focus on the end of the final frame. They lost me. Just a little kid. So this is like, it's related to water because he's at the beach, but it's not related to like drowning. Just being lost. And this is an alignment interview for this project. But this one, he very distinctly was drowning. Was the sun out? I thought, the rain. No, no, no. That wasn't it. Sun was shining through the trees above us. That's interesting. Wait a minute. Water was cleared. I didn't even jump, just slipped in quietly away from everybody. That's a common thread between both of these. Thought the bottom was closer. My head went under right away, of course. Lousy swimmer. No one noticed him struggling because he was away from people. Kind of like the first time. I pulled my head out of the freezing water, a breath. The sun was shining through the trees above us. Was. So something was... The sun was shining through the trees above us. Was the sun out? But, the rain. No, no, no. That wasn't it. So he doesn't fully know the weather. So it could be relating to the weather, and that could relate to the geomagnetic storm event that caused this whole game. So it could be a weather thing that's happening. Or it could be him being isolated. It could be him almost dying. I find it interesting that he says above us. Sun was shining through the trees above us. Now, is that because he's visualizing it with this person, so he's telling it as if it's both of them? Or were there multiple people involved that he's not very open about? That's interesting. I don't know if I can piece this together until I have the third one, but this is certainly very interesting to me, and I'm excited to continue it in the next episode. So I will see you guys then.